100 Days, 100 Nights is the name of the new CD. We've been playing that a lot, and we've been looking forward to this show tonight for a long, long time. Sharon, first question I have for you is, what the heck is a Dap King?
Hey, that's my band. It's the best band in the world. Yeah, the Dap Kings, we just came up like with the song Dapper, Dapper guys, dress suit nice. And I think they try to look like decent and dapper when they're on the stage.
All right.
And then I guess the Kings thing came since I got the name Queen of Funk from,
Yeah.
So the Dap Kings sort of go with the Queen thing, I guess.
How many Dap Kings are there? I see 8 pictured on the new CD
here. Oh, yeah,
here.
there's 8 of them.
That's a bunch of guys.
Yes, it is. It's been like that for the last few years.
Well, Sharon, I know that you are based in Brooklyn, but you have some roots here in the South. You were born in Georgia, right?
Augusta.
And when did you make the move to New York?
Oh, man, when I was like 1959. I was like 3 years old, yeah.
Wow.
But every summer I would go back and forth, maybe up until I was like 9, 10, because my father passed away at the age of 12. So my parents were separated, but we would go south and visit and stay.
All right. So do you figure you have more musical influences from Georgia or from New York?
Oh, I got mainly I mean, the influence of, I guess, the music, just being born in Georgia and being around that soul and R&B, and being born in the 50s, like, 56, so that sort of, I came up with the soul funk R, right, the 60s to the 70s. It started going away, like, in the late 70s, going into the 80s, things start changing, for us, the soul scene and R&B.
Right. Your professional career, did you start in the clubs in the New York area?
Well, no, I was a little young, but then again, I did the little neighborhood bands, and we did little talent shows. Then from there to wedding bands, doing a little studio work behind people here and there,
Yeah, I heard that you did a lot of studio work before you actually got to make your own record and get your own band together.
Yeah.
So you're on a lot of people's records maybe that we don't even know about.
Probably not, but I think a lot of the stuff I did, I don't think you hear too much of it. I never heard it. I don't think it ever went,
And I'm told that you had some pretty odd jobs, that you worked as a prison guard for a while and as a armored car guard.
I worked at Rikers Island, and I was working with the men, like C-74. They said it was adolescents, but actually it was adolescents and men. The guys would come down when they come from upstate to hold them for, big crimes before they, convicted and sent off. Anyway, that kind of thing. And then I went from there to Wells Fargo Armed Security. I was one of the first women to ride on the armored truck with a pistol.
Wow. So if there's any trouble tonight, no need to fear. Sharon's here.
No. I can handle my audience.
100 Days and 100 Nights is your third album now, your third proper new album. How do you compare this one to earlier ones?
You can't. I mean, the first one we did, Dap Dipping, that was done like in the studio down this basement and in this little room that at the time Antibalas was part of, the Dap Kings was part of Antibalas, and how, we all from a family. And that was literally, I mean, the room was half the size of this room where we're in right now. That's what we're recording. And that was also built. And then naturally, in 100 Days, is in this where we're at now, the House of Soul. It's another little building we got in Bushwick, and we built everything, put it in, and that's how so it's a better sound. I think it's a little bit much better sound than the first one.
Tell me about this record label, which is Daptone Records.
Yes. That's because we went from Desco to Daptone. And Desco was like with Gabe and Philip, the drummer, and Philip Lehman. And once their partnership broke up, then he started his other label. He said, well, where do you want to go? I'm like, I'm going to go with you, because I knew me and Gabe, we connected, when the songwriting, and he just writes songs just for me. A lot of those songs, people are like, oh, you wrote these songs. Me and I'm like, no, a lot of the guys wrote those songs. But they know. To me, if it's a good story, I can sing it, because I got to bring that story to life,
Yeah. Well, we're talking to Sharon Jones, who is headlining tonight at Live on the Green. The Dynamites are also on the bill, and Maureen Murphy, who we've heard from previously this week here in the studio. And Sharon, there's a new compilation out that sort of collects some of the key tracks from all 3 of the albums, and some odds and ends, some singles that have been out there and stuff like that. I really like this collection, and there's a track that I want to play so we can wrap up here and you can get to your sound check.
Okay.
But I thought this was a very interesting choice for you, and the way you do it is very interesting. It's the old Kenny Rogers in the first edition psychedelic hit they had back in 1968 called Just Dropped In to See What Condition My Condition Is In. Now, first of all, How did this song come into your mind to do?
It didn't come in my mind. I'll be sitting home, and I got this call from Gabe, said, come in the studio, and he named the people. I'm so bad with names. And they want to do this song, you know, the band that played, and they want to use it for something, blah, blah, blah. So I went in, and we got these words down. We had the lyrics. It was a trip trying to get the lyrics, you know, for me to sing it, you know. I'm like, oh. And then came to me when I didn't learn it from the Kenny Rogers version. I learned it from, probably was a woman, female singer, what's her name? Levert. I think it must have been Betty Levert's version that I heard.
Yeah.
Because that's what I listened to, and I guess that's when but now I recorded this song, and then time passed, and I'm at this in London, and the DJ Cab, I forgot his last name, DJ, he was playing this song. I was like, wow, who's that? He's like, you. I was like, oh. So.
Well, you do a great version of it. You rocked it up and you sold it up, and it's a totally different deal here. But it is available now. Much easier to get than it used to be because it's on the new collection. It's called The Dynamic Sound of Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings. And we're going to get a lot of that tonight at Live on the Green. Thanks for coming in this afternoon.
Hey, thanks. I'm glad to be here. And that young lady who won those tickets, that VIP thing, be expecting to dance, young lady.
Absolutely. There's going to be lots of dancing going on tonight. Here's one you can dance to right now on Lightning 100.